Welcome back, fam. What's going on? Kyle Henderson of BamaInsider.com with some extended footage from Thursday, August 12th. John Metchie getting you going, running some fantastic routes. And how about Jameson Williams in and out of breaks? First look at Jojo Earle. This is the first time that we've seen the freshman. Really exciting. Let's slow it down, rewind it. Jojo Earle, everybody's been asking. You got Ja'Cory Brooks, you got Ajay Hall, you got Christian Leary, but you also have Jojo Earle, a speedster out of the slot position. So good to get some footage of Jojo Earle. There's John Metchie, a.k.a. the team leader of the wideouts. And I think that overall, these wide receivers looking really good. I know there's some big shoes to fill, but overall, I mean, this wide receiver group looking really good. Before we get going, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, leave a super thanks, become a member, hit the join button. We appreciate you, fam, more than you know. Again, the super thanks button located at the bottom of this video. We have some footage of the quarterbacks. Here's Bryce Young giving a fake handoff to Bill O'Brien before tossing it downfield to John Metchie, right in the bread basket. Even Metchie was impressed right there. Again, here is Bryce Young looking. He's going to throw a nice pass right there to Jameson Williams. Even John Metchie's like, look, that was a nice pass. You have Jalen Milroe right here, Alabama freshman quarterback, giving a nice toss right there. That is to number 7, Ja'Cory Brooks. Freshman to freshman connection, if you will. And then here's Paul Tyson over the middle to Theo Jones-Bell. Nice little rope across the middle. Also have some footage of Braxton Barker with a nice pass right there to number 10. That is once again Jojo Earle. Got more footage of Bryce Young. One thing that I really like about Bryce, and the more that I watch him, he gets the football out so quick, right? There's Tyson right there throwing a nice laser to Jameson Williams, and then you have Jalen Milroe across the middle of the field to Ja'Cory Brooks. That was a nice snag by Brooks. And here's Bryce Young again. That's a nice laser right there to Slade Bolden. We haven't heard much about Slade Bolden, but as you know, he's one of the returning leaders coming back. And here's Tyson hitting Theo Jones-Bell once again across the middle. Good to see these quarterbacks getting work and across the middle of the field. I mean, honestly, the quarterbacks aren't going to have to do much with the talent that they have on the outside, right? I mean, just get the football to your playmakers. Good to see Braxton Barker getting some love right here on the footage. Here's Bryce Young checking his progression before throwing it downfield to Jameson Williams. Williams keeping his feet in bounds. Now we look to the big boys. This is Chris Owens, Alabama's center. He's returning for his extra senior year. I think he's going to provide a lot of leadership. And in the past, we've seen these Alabama centers be somewhat of the alphas on the offensive side, right? You had Landon Dickerson. You look back to Bradley Bozeman, Ross Pierce-Baker. Now Chris Owens will assume that position as that leader for the offensive line. So good to see him coming back, adds some good continuity with Evan Neal at the tackle position. So we had a chance to hear from Chris Owens today. Very well-spoken young man. As we move to the big boys on the defensive side of the ball, these guys are putting in work. You got Justin Ebogbe, big number 92. I've talked about him several times this fall training camp. I think he's going to have a wonderful season. You look at all the depth that Alabama has, and that's one word that I'm going to continue to use is depth. I mean, you look at Fedarian Mathis, looks like a man on fire. You got Justin Ebogbe, and I know the absence of LeBron Ray is probably bothering you, but I think overall this team has enough depth and talent to really get after the quarterback, number 96. That is big Tim Keenan, just a freshman at the University of Alabama, and Fedarian Mathis looks really great. As we switch to the corners, you got Coach Nick Saban coaching up his young men. He refers to himself as the grad assistant. Did you know that? When you talk to him and you ask him about what he coaches, he says he's the grad assistant. So he's really the backup coach for Jay Valai. But we all know he's bigger than that, right? Right here you have Jalen Armour Davis, number 5. And then you have, it looks like Brian Branch right to our screen. Nice close-up shot of Mr. Branch. Him and Malachi Moore, I think one of the same, right? Two ballers at that star position, safety, wherever you want to put them. I think those guys are going to provide plenty of value for Alabama's secondary. Coach Saban here working with these guys, getting the most out of them. I mean, today was hot and humid in Tuscaloosa. Trust me. Here's Marcus Banks right there, number 26. Then you got Jordan Battle, and the guys are working on some drills across the middle. Here's DeMarco Helms. He switched to number 2. Write that down if you're tracking the roster for this coming year. Right there, number 11, that is Christian Story. Moving to the photo galleries, you got Slade Bolden, one of Alabama's most experienced wide receivers coming back at that slot position. You also have Ja'Cory Brooks. We've had a lot of great photos of Ja'Cory Brooks, so thank you, University of Alabama, for sending those over. Number 94, that is DJ Dell, another guy that can provide good depth, especially when it comes to run stuffing over the middle of the field. Pete Golding working with his inside linebackers, number 42, that is Jalen Moody. And then you have number 32. That is Deontay Lawson, another guy who is, a younger talent that we can't wait to see on the field. Byron Young, number 47. And then you have number 8. That is John Metchie. John Metchie, again, one of the big-time leaders. Look at how ripped Jalen Moody is. My goodness. Moody's been in the weight room for sure. And as you can see right here, Chris Owens leading the offensive lineman, snapping the ball. Of course, you got Emil Ekiyor. Haven't seen footage of him, but, Ekiyor is one of a very talented lineman coming back. Here's big Tim Smith getting the push and the boys icing down. I'm going to let the video run, just the B-roll, the sights and sounds. At the end of this video, if you could definitely hit the thumbs up, subscribe. We sincerely appreciate it. Thank you, fam.
Good. All right, next guy up. Good. Right. Good. There. That's it. Right. Right. I'm saying you on top. Okay. See? There we are, boys. We on top over here. All right, let's go. Right. Run. Good catch. All right, bring it up to the strike. All right, good. Right snap, go work. Right snap my arm. That is single. Good. Don't continue to try to sing. Hold on. Three. All right, Zell, be patient.
Hey, after this, so period 3, you and Paul are going to come in.
Play outside. Wait for this one. Hey. No, not straight. There you go. Good.
Good shot.
Stay flat. Let the ball take you that way. Ready. Shifting right now. Good. Here we go. Stay flat. Right, leverage inside. Right, you gotta work.
Good, Dinko.
Ready. Hey, shoot. Good. Let's go get 2 good ones in. Let's go. Ready. Hey, go. Good. There it is. Very good. Good, just make sure you're surging, right? Ready. Good, Ron.
Hey, Seth. Stand up.
Ready. Ground. He's going to be pressing in.
Yeah, I like that.
Shoot that backside. Better. Here we go, next 2 up. One up. Now move. That's it. Let me in.
Goal line 7-7.
Here we go.
Everybody look twice.
There we go. Let's go. Low back. On you. Boom, that's it right there. Yeah. Good. Yeah, we're going to leave. Good, win. Who's that? Come on. Now, move your feet.
Oh, I forgot it was
Other hand.
downhill. Look at him.
We're going to left. Get him out.
Oh, man, 2 hands. 2 hands on the ball. That's it. Near leg, near shoulder. Near leg, near shoulder. That's it. Near leg, near shoulder. Good job.
Roll your hips down and
Nope.
let it jump all into him. Roll your hips.
That's it. Don't wind up. Pop into him, man. Pop into him. There you go. That's it right there. Next guy's up. Set. Go. Stick. That's it, Marcus. That's the way to snap him. That's the way to snap him. Good job. Snap him. That's it. Good job.
Show him how to do it. Thank you.
Good job.
Here we go.
Don't wait. Check that here.
Go.
Open your hips. That's it.
Ready.